Introducing the Daily Devotional Podcast. And now, the man that brings the scriptures to life with his voice, Derek K. Leroy.
Welcome to the Daily Devotional Podcast. We know your days are busy, and that's why our podcast is designed for you. Join us and our inspiring cast, Deacon Andrew Miller, your host, and Dr. Braden Henderson, our insightful religious scholar and co-host. We're here to share a good word with you every weekday. The Daily Devotional is a Christian podcast created to share uplifting devotionals that encourage spiritual growth and inspire a deeper connection with God. Each episode is only 8 to 10 minutes, perfect for your busy day, whether you're commuting, on a break, or just need a moment of peace. And because we're on YouTube, you can listen whenever is most convenient for your schedule, just like your favorite podcasts. Don't miss your daily dose of inspiration. We post new podcast episodes every Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. Find peace, encouragement, and a moment of reflection. Subscribe now, hit that like button, and share the Daily Devotional Podcast with friends and family on all your platforms. Set your reminder for 6:30 p.m., Monday to Friday, and start your week with faith.
Now, let's begin our Daily Devotional Podcast. But before we do, a quick reminder to like and subscribe so you don't miss any future reflections, and please share this with anyone who might find it a blessing. Your host for this journey is Deacon Andrew Miller. Joining him is co-host Dr. Braden Henderson. Bringing the scriptures to life with his voice is narrator Derek K. Leroy. And I'm Marcelo Boyd, your announcer. And now, here's your host, Deacon Andrew Miller.
Today is Wednesday, June 4th, 2025. This is episode number 1155, titled When Logic Fails, A Skeptic's Search for Solace. Hi, I'm Andrew, your host, and welcome to the Daily Devotional Podcast, a space created to share uplifting Christian devotionals that encourage spiritual growth and inspire a deeper connection with God. We post a good word every day, Monday through Friday. You can watch live on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. We believe that even a few moments of reflection can bring profound change. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you're alerted to new devotionals. We'd also love for you to share this message on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all platforms with anyone who might be seeking inspiration today. Please share your insights by leaving a comment below. Your interaction helps us build a supportive community and ensures these messages reach those who need them. Welcome back, everyone. Dr. Henderson, we've explored the reluctant call of Moses and the radical transformation of Paul. Today, we shift to a more contemporary encounter, one that resonates deeply in our modern, logic-driven world, the story of a skeptic facing a life crisis. It's a journey many men find themselves on, often silently.
Indeed, Andrew, we live in an age that prizes reason, data, and scientific proof. For many men, faith can seem like an abstract concept, perhaps even illogical. They've built their lives on provable facts. But what happens when those foundations crumble? What happens when logic can't provide comfort in the face of deep pain or uncertainty? This narrative explores the vulnerability that emerges when our intellectual frameworks fail to provide solace, forcing a reevaluation of what truly sustains us.
Exactly. It's about the raw human experience of hitting a wall, where all the answers you thought you had, all the self-reliance you cultivated, simply aren't enough. That moment often forces us to question deeply held beliefs about ourselves, the world, and even the existence of something beyond what we can prove.
And it's in that space of vulnerability that true seeking can begin. When our usual coping mechanisms or intellectual defenses are stripped away, we become open to possibilities we might have previously dismissed. It's not about abandoning logic entirely, but recognizing its limits and opening ourselves to comfort and truth that transcend empirical evidence.
This story highlights that even the most rational among us can find themselves searching for something more profound when life delivers an unexpected blow. It's about the journey from questioning to seeking and finding solace in unexpected places. After our 40-second break, Derek will narrate this powerful contemporary story of a skeptic in crisis. Stay with us.
Don't miss your daily dose of inspiration. The Daily Devotional Podcast posts new episodes every Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m. on YouTube. We offer short, meaningful reflections to nourish your soul and provide a moment of peace in your day. Subscribe now, hit that like button, and share with friends and family on all your platforms. Set your reminder for 6:30 p.m. Monday to Friday. And now let's get back to the podcast.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Daily Devotional Podcast. Now, Derek will share a contemporary story of a man whose carefully constructed world of logic was shaken, forcing him to confront deeper questions and unexpected vulnerabilities. Derek?
Mark was a man who believed in numbers, data, and tangible results. As a highly successful architect, his world was built on precision, logic, and meticulous planning. He saw faith as a crutch, an emotional construct for those who couldn't face the cold, hard facts of reality. His life was meticulously organized, predictable, and he believed entirely within his control. He derived immense satisfaction from knowing that everything he had achieved was through his own intellect and effort. Then, the unimaginable struck. A sudden, aggressive illness blindsided his young daughter. Mark, accustomed to having solutions for every problem, found himself adrift in a sea of medical jargon, grim statistics, and, for the first time, utter helplessness. His meticulously crafted plans for his family's future shattered. Nights were spent pacing hospital corridors. Days were a blur of consultations, none of which offered the certainty he craved. His logic, his reasoning, his ability to control outcomes, they all failed him completely. In those dark hours, as his daughter fought for her life, Mark found himself in places he'd never considered. The hospital chapel, the prayer room. He didn't know why, or what he was even doing there. He wasn't praying, not in any traditional sense. He was simply present, raw and exposed, devoid of all his intellectual defenses. He felt a profound sense of loneliness, an isolation that logic could not explain or fill. The void was immense. One evening, an elderly hospital chaplain, a man Mark had politely but firmly dismissed on previous occasions, sat beside him. He didn't offer platitudes. He simply sat. After a long silence, the chaplain quietly read a passage from the Psalms, words about a refuge in times of trouble. Mark, the man of data, suddenly felt something stir within him, a subtle warmth, a fleeting sense of peace he hadn't experienced in weeks. It wasn't logical. It wasn't measurable, but it was there. In that profound vulnerability, stripped of his reliance on intellect, Mark began to question his own certainty about what truly constitutes reality and comfort. He didn't suddenly become a devout believer, but the crisis had cracked open his rigid worldview. He started to seek solace, not just in medical reports, but in quiet moments of reflection, in the unspoken presence he felt, and in the simple, illogical comfort of a chaplain's patient empathy. His faith journey began not with answers, but with the courage to be vulnerable and to seek beyond the boundaries of his own logic, finding comfort in a realm he had always dismissed.
Dr. Henderson, Mark's story is incredibly relatable, especially for men who pride themselves on being logical and self-sufficient. That moment where his usual coping mechanisms failed is profoundly impactful. It's the crisis point for many.
It speaks to a universal human experience, Andrew. We can build incredibly strong intellectual and professional lives, but there are certain storms that logic simply cannot weather. When a crisis hits that fundamentally shakes our sense of control, whether it's illness, loss, or deep personal failure, the vulnerability we try so hard to suppress comes to the surface. It forces us to ask questions that science and reason alone cannot answer. Questions about meaning, about comfort beyond circumstances, and about where true solace lies when our own strength is exhausted. This is often where men, especially those who have always valued self-reliance, begin to truly seek.
That period of questioning beliefs can be terrifying. For a skeptic like Mark, admitting that his logical framework was insufficient must have been a huge blow to his identity. Yet, It was precisely in that surrender of control that he found an unexpected opening. It emphasizes that vulnerability isn't a weakness. It can be the gateway to a deeper, more authentic search for truth, a search that goes beyond what can be quantified or scientifically proven. It's where the human spirit yearns for something transcendent.
Absolutely. This story highlights the unique courage it takes for a skeptic to step into that vulnerability. It's often not a sudden, Paul-like conversion, but a subtle, almost imperceptible shift. It begins with the simple act of showing up in the chapel, even without understanding why. It's the slow realization that there's comfort in an unspoken presence, in words that resonate deeper than mere information, and in the quiet empathy of another person. It's about finding solace, not in a new set of intellectual answers, but in a spiritual comfort that logic initially resisted but eventually acknowledges as real. This is how many men begin their faith journey, not with absolute certainty, but with the quiet acknowledgement that something bigger exists to provide peace when all else fails. And that journey, as Mark's story illustrates, often doesn't start with a dramatic revelation, but with simple, quiet moments of seeking comfort, even when you don't fully understand it. It reminds us that God often meets us not in our intellectual arguments, but in our deepest pain and vulnerability. For any man listening today who feels his own logic failing him in a time of crisis, Mark's story offers hope that solace can be found by daring to step outside of what you can prove and simply opening yourself to what you can feel. It's an invitation to explore faith, not as a rigid dogma, but as a source of genuine peace. Indeed, Andrew. It's a testament to the fact that faith isn't just for those who have all the answers, but especially for those who are brave enough to admit they don't. It's about recognizing that our most profound human needs, for comfort, for meaning, for hope in the face of despair, often lead us to a spiritual quest that logic alone cannot satisfy. And it's in that space of open-hearted vulnerability that the skeptic, like Mark, can begin to truly encounter the divine, finding solace that transcends understanding.
And now, I want everyone under the sound of my voice, across the airwaves and television, to join me in praying the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Thank you for joining us on this journey today. Dr. Henderson, as always, your insights are invaluable. Inspiration today. Please share your insights by leaving a comment below. Your interaction helps us build a supportive community and ensures these messages reach those who need them. May God bless you.
It's always a pleasure, Andrew.
To all our listeners, thank you for being with us. We pray that Moses' story encourages you to embrace your own divine calling, no matter how much self-doubt you might be facing. Until tomorrow, good night, everyone.
Good night. May God bless you and keep you.
Thank you so much for joining us for today's devotional. We humbly appreciate your time and hope this message has been a blessing to you. As a reminder, we post a good word every day, Monday through Friday. You can watch live on YouTube at 6:30 p.m. We believe that even a few moments of reflection can bring profound change. If this message resonates with you, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you're alerted to new devotionals. We'd also love for you to share this message on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and all platforms with anyone who might be seeking inspiration today. Please share your insights by leaving a comment below. Your interaction helps us build a supportive community and ensures these messages reach those who need them. May God bless you.